So this is the tiny cactus project. You're going to open up Photoshop and make a document. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look for something. So I've found some different images of mountains because I think landscapes are kind of nice. They're nice and simple. Also maybe like this one. The way that I do that is I find the image I like, and it's got a preview here on the right hand side. And what I'm going to do is tap with 2 fingers, or a 2-finger click, and it's going to bring up this little dialog window. So the option I'm going to choose is Save Image As. Okay, and what it's going to do is it should bring up a name to the file. So I'm just going to call this one Mountains 3 because I have a couple other images in my downloads, and that's how I got them. I just did a search and I found them. So I like that image. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go back to Photoshop and I'm going to do a Command Tab to switch apps, and it's just going to switch right to Photoshop. And then once I'm in Photoshop, I'm going to go over here to my dock. Yours may be along the bottom, but I'm going to kind of hover over here. I've got mine hidden. I can also just do a search for downloads. You're going to spell it correctly here. Downloads, and it's going to go to my downloads folder. It should pop open my downloads folder. I'm going to get all 3 of these images. So the way that I select multiple images is I'm going to hold down Command and I'm going to click 2, click 3, and then I'm going to drag and drop these right to my desktop. This is my workspace. So I'm going to drag and drop them right into Photoshop. Okay. Now you notice it comes in and it's kind of got this editable box. I won't be able to get those other images until I accept this. And the way that I accept this is hit return, but I'm going to wait on that because you'll notice I've got some space here in my image that is off of the side here. So what I'm going to start doing is stretching this image, and I want it to fill this space. And you'll notice I can grab that corner and I can actually kind of smush this image. So I want to make sure that I hit shift, and what that's going to do is that's going to make this file stay the shape that it is and not stretch those pixels. So I'm just going to fill this space. I'm going to center it, and I'll do that with 1. I'm going to hold shift again. I'm going to pull this over there. I'm going to try and fill up this space again. I might move it there. I just held shift so that it would get attributed. I'm going to do this again, and I should have one more image coming in. There it is. So I'm going to stretch this one too, but I'm going to hold that shift key, and that's going to make it so that it doesn't get distorted. Then I'm going to let off shift once I've placed it and I haven't stretched it anymore. I'm going to put that canoe right in the middle, just like that. So now I've got 3 images here. And what I'm going to start doing is working on my file. But you'll also notice that I've got those images in, and I've kind of got a lot of space here. This is all stuff that I don't know what it is. I don't know how to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this. This is a tab, just like you have in a browser. So I'm going to pull this out, and that gives me more room for my layers. I'm not going to use this right now. So I actually don't even really need this either. So I'm going to pull that out too, character paragraph. You can pull out anything you don't need. Right now, all we need are these layers, okay? The other thing I want to show you right now is right-clicking to make these thumbnails bigger or smaller. So you right-click, and these are all features that each of us has, and I'm doing the large thumbnail just so I can see which file I'm working with. So that's a good little side project on this thing. But just managing your workspace is a great thing to know about. So now that I've got my 3 images in there, I'm going to pick one that I want to start with. I like this one because it's kind of colorful. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm just going to click on it to make sure it's selected. You'll notice that it's a slightly different gray than the other one. That means that I am going to work with this image. So then I want to make this a little bit bigger. So I can do Command+ to make this fill up a little bit more. So Command- makes it smaller, Command+ makes it bigger. I just want to make it just bigger so I can see more of the image. So that's Command+, Command- changes the size of this. Then I'm going to go to the Marquee Tool. So I might start with this Selection Tool, Rectangular Marquee Tool, or M. So if I was on another tool like the paintbrush, I could just hit the M key and it is going to switch to the Marquee tool. So you saw how it switched up there. All these tools in the toolbar have hotkeys. Now what I'm going to do is I can also draw a square that's kind of odd shapen if I want to. I can also hold the shift key just like I did before, and I can make a perfect square. So you'll notice that these are attributed. So that was exactly 9.5. I might try and get back to that. Doesn't really matter. But I do want it to be a square. I just like squares. Probably you do too. But I've selected a square section here of this image. And you guys all know how to Command C, Command V, and that makes a new layer. But what you may not know is there's a way, instead of doing 2 keyboard clicks, you can actually do 1 keyboard click. So instead of Command C, Command V, you can also just do Command J. And that does both. That copies and pastes. That makes a new layer from selection. Okay, so you'll see that now I have this square. So, you know, for the Tiny Cactus project, this would count as a design. What I may do is move this thing so that it's like perfectly centered. It looks like it's perfectly centered there. I could also invert this. But if I like this one, I might hit shift+command+S. Okay, and that's going to pop up my save dialog. Okay, so we got the save dialog, and that is, it wants to save this as a Photoshop document. That's always a good option. So it's asking if I've already got it saved. It's asking if I want to replace it. I'll go ahead and do that for this purposes. That's just updating my file with this newer version of the file. But what I actually want to do is save this as a JPEG. Okay, and if you don't have this dialog box right here that you can't see JPEG, what you may have to do is save as copy, and that button may be somewhere else. I think in the other newer versions it's like off to the right, and this is like slightly over here on the left. But I'm going to choose JPEG, and the way that you may have to do that is save as a copy. File must be saved as a copy with this selection. And then I'm also going to go up to this name here. First off, my name is spelled incorrectly, so I'm going to fix that. And then I'm also going to just name this file Montgomery TC1, because this is the first version of that file. And I am going to go ahead and save that as a JPEG. So all we're doing in this program, or on this project, is creating versions. So a version that I could create is just to invert what's inside that square. There we go. That changes it. So that's just an inversion of the colors, and the way that I do that is Command I for invert. And you'll see that it's kind of highlighting the image up there. So what you can do is, if you want to know where I'm getting all these keyboard shortcuts from, is I can go to these, and I can see the keyboard shortcuts. So if you see this, you'll see that there's invert, Command I. There's a couple other ones too. Command U is the hue and saturation we used in a previous project, and color balance, so Command B. So a lot of information with these keyboard shortcuts. Also the save as, shift+command+S right here, any of these other keyboard shortcuts. It's likely that whatever you want to do is Command and then the first word of that. So Command S is save, and Command P would be print. Command Shift S would be save as. So the other thing you might want to do is, you could also move this layer up the stack here. So I'm just moving it up. And there we go. We've got another one. I might even rotate this. So this is inverted, right? That's what it normally looks like. This is inverted. But it's also this inversion now it kind of looks upside down. So if I wanted to rotate this, I could do a Command J to make a new layer. And then I could do Command T for free transform. That's right here. So it's free transform, Command T. And that allows you to rotate it. We're going to not rotate it arbitrarily. We're going to rotate it 180 degrees. And that kind of looks like it fits. So I'm just going to save that as a version, shift+command+S, and then I'm going to add a 2 up here, and I'm going to change the file type again. So this inherited the misspelled name there, so I'm going to go back to this and fix that name. But that is how you create versions. You can just go through these, and I could turn this back off. I could turn this one off. I could turn this one back on. There we go. So that's rotated. That actually kind of looks real. So I'm going to do this. Fix my name again here. Then we go to the end. I'm going to put a 3 on there because this is my 3rd version. JPEG, save as. These should all be going to the same spot. So you see I've already made several different versions here. This is kind of a cool version. I can't remember if I have that one saved or not. So I'm going to do 4. Go here, fix this, add T, get that, and I'm going to save it. Cool. And that's just with this one square inside there. So I made 4 versions with that one thing. So I'm going to get this, and maybe I'll do the same selection here. Try and do that same size square. So I'm going to get this, and I'll remember it was 9.5. There it is. Then I'm going to move this over. I'm going to try and get it right in the center. You see those attribution lines? Basically what they're doing is they're allowing me to sort of snap it to the center and then snap it again to that other center. So if I keep my mouse pressed, it'll do that attribution for me. And now I can do that Command J again. I need to make sure I'm on the right layer there. Command J. And I can do this. Okay, cool. So that looks kind of neat. So there's another one. We're going to do this. Command 5. We'll go up here. There we go. Sweet. It is asking me what quality JPEG. I always want the highest quality JPEG. I'm going to do a command save. I'm going to go ahead and change this part here so it inherits the correct name from now on. Now I'm going to make a new Photoshop file with the correct Montgomery part there. So that's that. And now what I can do is I can start to mess with this thing. I can do this. I can do 180. That's kind of cool. Command save. We're going to do this. 6 now. Cool. All right, then I might turn this one off. I'm going to move this up the stack. Turn this one on. It kind of looks like it might work with that. That's kind of wacky. Cool. shift+command+S to save. We're on 7 now. Change the file type to JPEG. Cool, cool. Perfect. All right, I might do the free transform and turn it back over again. See what that looks like. It's okay. I'm going to do 8. Here's this. And then I'm going to turn it back onto this final one here. I might even do that. Cool. It would be kind of neat if this lined up a little bit better. But that's okay. It's almost like you're looking into a portal or something. So that's all we're doing. We're just kind of messing around here, seeing what we can see. That's what this project is all about. Cool. That one's there. I can't remember if I did that one or not. I'm going to go ahead and save it. Save as. I'm going to call this one 10. I'm going to go here. Cool. And now I'm going to go back to this one. Let's see here. We're going to get this triangle. So I've got those two. We didn't even do the inverse. If we wanted to do an inverse on this, we could do that. I think I saved that one. But that one might look cool with some of these. Yeah, it's kind of silly. CC11. Cool. So it's very easy to make lots and lots of versions. You just kind of got to keep up with what you're doing here. And and that's only with 3 files. So we're going to turn that one off. That one's inverted. Now I'm going to get, let's see, do I have that one? I have this one. Let's get this one. Same size, 9.5 inch square. So I'm going to go to 9.5. Doesn't have to be perfect. Get right in the center again. And we're going to do Command J. Make sure I'm on the mountains layer that I want to do. I can do an invert. That one looks pretty cool with the red. That's neat. Cool. We're going to do this. It's 12. JPEG. I think we might turn this off. It's kind of neat. 13. Right, so you can see how easy this is. This is pretty straightforward. This one might be kind of neat turned upside down, so I'm just looking. Meh. Not so great. But we'll save it anyway. I just want to look at all of them once they're done here. Go up here, change the name. That's 14. We've got JPEG. So you can see how coming up with versions of these is pretty cool. And all I've done is squares. You could also do this with circles. You can do it with circles, squares, and triangles. It doesn't even have to be in the center. It could be some other thing. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. That one's kind of neat. I think this is, that's too blue. You can also do image adjustments if you wanted on these things. That's kind of wacky. You get the point. Hopefully you can work through this and get it all done in one class period. Thanks, guys. Actually, I'm going to add one more thing. Sorry, I said thanks, but what I would like to do is maybe look at the desktop. So now I'm going to open these all up. So I'm going to get these, and this one, and that 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 one. So I'm going to get all the ones that I made, and open them all up. Then I'm going to go through and like organize them, or just look through and see if I like any more than others. That one's kind of nice. I might like right click. So I like 9. But you can also just turn in 9 that you think are good. But what we're going to do is we're going to kind of look through these. I kind of like that one. We're going to look through these and see which ones we think are the best. Like, I actually kind of like those 3. That one's pretty cool. That's neat. It's upside down. It looks like it works. That one's pretty cool. That one's kind of nice. Some of these hills kind of look like they match up, right? So you're just sort of seeing which ones you like. Like this is exactly how companies come up with colorways for whatever product. I think we talked about shoes. This is an example of creating versions and then just comparing those versions to see which one you like the best. All right, guys, have fun.